What are we going to talk about today is how we use different learning pedagogies and theories in order to create a more meaningful learning experience within the classroom. So one thing that I do is I involve live projects into the classroom, which means that students work on problem statements based on issues faced by real companies. So sometimes the company, what they do is they give us a problem statement, they come into the classroom, they explain the situation to the students, and the students then go on to solve this particular problem as a part of learning a particular course. And why we do this is because this is consistent with a theory which is proven very effective in adult learning, which is called the transformative learning theory. The theory posits that, the adults learn best by application, peer learning and reflection. So in this live project, the application element is obvious because they have to apply the theoretical concepts, the tools and techniques that they have learned in order to actually solve the problem faced by a particular business. And that also means that they develop other skills such as, interacting with the client, trying to understand the scope of the project, trying to understand the deliverables, drafting a timeline, working in a group, etc., collecting the necessary data. And then comes the peer learning part, wherein they work in a group so that they bounce off the knowledge of each other, and they talk about each other's experiences and expertise. So whatever past experiences they've had, they sort of use that in terms of trying to create the best solution for the company out there. And then the third aspect is reflection. So in the end, after the project is done, they write this reflective journal, which is based on Gibbs model or Cobb's model, wherein they actually reflect on how the entire journey went and whether they could have found any aspects of the journey which they would have done differently, which probably they would have done better. So the actual learning happens when you reflect, because you reflect on the project and you think, okay, actually I could have approached this differently, or there could have been a better way of doing this. And that's when the actual learning happens that stays with you. So the live projects allows us to capture all these three aspects of transformative learning theory, right from application, peer learning and reflection. And the fact that we are working on a problem statement which is unique, which you cannot find on Google, which is not written as a case. Everything is quite raw, and that is where people have to start thinking on their feet, and they have to be really hands-on. So we try to bridge the gap between theoretical learning and practical application by using such live project methodologies. They've proven very effective all over the world, and we at IMT Ghaziabad even have a center which is called the Center for Enterprise and Business Improvement, to which we bring such projects in. So we have what we would call as a proper system, a proper infrastructure to enable such experiential learning among our students, and perhaps that is translated into some of the best placement that we have been seeing that is happening among all our programs. So it is really working, and I think it is also fun for the students to do because there's a surprise factor involved in it, and also they work with a real client, so there's always a good story to tell when they sit for their placement processes.